Let's go ahead and start on the floor with our knees into our chest and rock back and forth gently. And then let's bring our knees over to the right side and then the left side. Just a nice way to open up the body a little bit. Just a nice gentle twist. You can stabilize yourself with your arms. This energizes the core a little bit too, just to get everything moving. And then let's bring our knees over to the right side and hold for a little bit. And just open up that arm to the left, look over towards the left. Just breathe and open up. Just enjoy the stretch. And then we'll bring our knees to center and then bring them over to the left. And bring your right arm out to the side. We'll bring our knees back into the center, rock side to side, and then go ahead and rock back and forth, just massaging the spine. Then we'll come up to a forward fold. Then we'll come up and do sun salutation A. Arms up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Then we'll step back to plank and chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And then exhale to down dog. We'll just take a couple breaths here. Just really feel the back of the leg stretch. Then we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise. Hands to prayer. Then we'll repeat that. Arms up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Step back to plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And then exhale back into down dog. So maybe this time you're able to get into down dog a little bit better, a little deeper. You're a little more warmed up now. So reach those heels towards the floor. And your hips up to the sky. Just feel the entire back of the body opening up. Okay, then we'll step to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Hands into prayer. Come into chair pose, arms up. Then we're going to take a twist to the right. So bend into your knees and hook your left elbow over your right knee. Just feel that nice opening. Sit your hips back. Then we'll come into forward fold and jump back or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift that right leg up. Bring it between your hands. Come into warrior A. I'll just hold that for a minute. Straighten your hips towards the front of the mat. Press into that back foot. Then we'll bring our hands down, step back, and take a chaturanga, up dog, and then a down dog. We'll lift our left leg up, bring it between our hands, and come into warrior A. Just rotate those hips forward. Really press down into the right foot on the outer right side of the foot. Then we'll exhale, bring our hands down, come into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and back to down dog. Just stay here for a moment. Then we'll hop or step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, and then to stand. We'll do that again on the other side. Inhale into chair. Then we'll twist to the left. So take your right elbow outside your left knee. Just feel that opening up. Don't force, just twist as much as you can comfortably. Then I'll bring our hands down and jump or step back and take your vinyasa. From down dog, we're going to lift the right leg up and bring that between our hands to warrior A. Just make sure you keep your spine neutral. And let's bring our hands down, take another vinyasa. Meet in down dog. Then we'll lift our left leg up, bring it between our hands to warrior A on this side. So bring our hands down, step back, take your chaturanga, inhale up dog, and exhale into down dog. Hold this for a few breaths. Jump or step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come into chair pose, and then up to standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Jump or step back, taking your vinyasa. Back into down dog. We'll lift our right leg up, open up that hip, bending the knee. Then we'll straighten the leg, bring our foot up to the front of the mat. We're going to come into a pyramid pose. So rotate that back foot to a 45-degree angle. Have your hips forward facing. And you can either grab opposite elbows or come into reverse namaste. Then we'll inhale, lift, and then forward fold over that front leg. Now, if this is too intense on the hamstring, you can put a little micro bend in your knee. But you should feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings here. Then we'll rise up, inhale, lift arms up. Then we're going to come into twisted triangle. So reach that left arm either to the inside or outside of the right foot, and then rotate the right arm up to the sky. Try to get your chest parallel to the wall behind you. Just feel that opening up of the side body. You can use a block here if you can't really reach. Then we'll step back into our chaturanga and take our vinyasa. Back into down dog. Go ahead and lift that left leg up and rotate that hip open. Straighten the leg and step up to the front of the mat for pyramid on the left. So go ahead and take your arms either in reverse prayer or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, lift up, and then fold forward over that left leg. Just keep in mind this side may feel different than the other. That's completely normal. Then we're going to inhale up, release the arms, lift up. And then we will rotate to the left for twisted triangle. So your hand can be on the inside or outside of your foot. And then reach your left arm up to the sky. Try to rotate the chest open. Then we'll bring our hands down and take a vinyasa. Let's meet in down dog. Hold this for a few breaths. Okay, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then rise up. And arms to your sides. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Take your vinyasa. Or if you want to, you can skip it at this point. We'll meet in down dog. Lift your right leg up, bend and open that hip. Straighten that leg out, bring your foot forward for crescent lunge. Just go lift those arms up to the sky, maybe get a little bit of a back bend in there. You can pull your legs towards each other for a little more stability, but they won't actually move. Just the motion, the muscles pulling towards each other will help stabilize you. Okay, go ahead and lean forward, and we're going to come into rotated half moon. Just go ahead and place your left hand on the ground and right arm up into the sky. And lift that left leg up. Just try to get your chest as open as you can to the right hand side. Go ahead and bring that right arm down. Come back into crescent. Inhale. And then we're going to come into a twist to the right. So your left elbow will go on the right side of your knee. And you can have your hands in prayer, or you can reach your arms out wide, maybe even bind. And let's bring our hands down and take a vinyasa. Then we'll meet in down dog. And we'll bring our left leg up, bend and stretch, open that hip. Then we'll straighten the leg and bring our left foot up into crescent. So lift those arms up, open up the chest, maybe get a little bit of a bigger back bend here. Then we'll bring our hands down and come into revolved half moon on this side. So the right hand will be down, left arm up, right leg up. Just twist open to the side as best you can. Bring your hands down, then we're going to come back into crescent. And then we'll take a twist to the left. So your right elbow will come outside of the left knee. Get your balance. You can have your hands in prayer, or reach your arms out wide, or maybe take that bind again on this side. Let's bring our hands down and take a vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. Okay, let's make our way to the floor. We can do some nice seated poses. So let's straighten our legs out in front of us. And then we're going to take the left leg, bend it flat on the floor, and then the right foot over the top. We're going to come into a seated twist. So you can take your left arm around your knee, or if you like, you can put your elbow on the outside of your knee for a little more of a twist. You could possibly bind here as well. Just sit up nice and straight and really get into that twist. Then release that side, and then we're going to switch legs. So then we'll take our left hand behind us. The right arm hooks around the knee. Sit up nice and tall. And rotate. Lift up with each breath and twist on each exhale. Then we'll come back to center. And we'll take a nice wide-legged position. Go ahead and lift up and twist to your right and fold over your right leg. So you can have your hands on the floor, your ankle, maybe your foot. Bring your right arm behind you and use that left arm for a little leverage to get more into the twist. Okay, inhale to the center, then we'll twist to the left. So we'll take your right hand to the floor, ankle, foot, bring your left hand behind you, get a little more leverage. Let's get a nice twist and a nice hamstring stretch. Okay, then we'll inhale back to center, lift up, and then we're going to do a forward fold. So try to keep your back a little straighter. It doesn't matter how far you come down. You just want to feel a nice stretch in the low back and the hamstrings here. And a little bit in the hips. With each inhale, try to lift up a little bit, and each exhale, maybe come down a little bit further. Then we'll inhale back up and make our way to our backs for bridge pose. So your feet will be flat on the floor. Then we'll lift our hips up. Try to bring your arms underneath you. Bring your shoulders together. Maybe clasp your hands, or you can have them flat on the floor. And then lift up into the hips. Breathe into the nice back bend. And then we'll settle our hips down. And let's bring the soles of our feet together and knees wide for a moment. And let's bring our knees together to come up for a second bridge. So bring your arms underneath you, clasp your hands if you can. Maybe lift up a little bit higher. Just remember to keep the length in your neck. Then let's settle our hips back down. Bring the soles of your feet together again, knees out wide. Let's do one more back bend. So you can do bridge again, or if you prefer to do wheel, you can certainly do that. You may want to support your hips just to get them up a little bit higher in this one. Breathe into it. Feel that nice opening in the front of the body. And then settle your hips back down. Bring your knees into your chest and give a little rock side to side. And we're going to do one final twist. So we're going to bring our right leg over to the left, the left leg to the right. So we're going to grab our left foot with our right hand, if you can, and try to straighten out that right leg and grab your foot with your left hand. And then try to open up the chest to the ceiling. It's a little awkward when you're first getting into this, but it's a really good stretch for the IT band and a nice opening twist. And then we'll come back to center, bring the knees in, rock side to side. Then we'll take the other side. So the left leg will go to the right. You'll grab that with your right foot. Your left leg will go back and be grabbed by your left hand. And just open up to the center. Then we'll come back to center, releasing your legs and feet. Give yourself one more little rock with your knees into your chest. Then we'll come into a plow pose. And from there, a shoulder stand. You can do a supported shoulder stand if you prefer to just have your hips on a block and bring your legs up in the air, or you can come into the full shoulder stand. Or if you've been practicing a long time, you can remove your hands. Listen to your body. That's the most important thing in yoga. Just a few more breaths. Coming into plow pose again. Try to get those toes toward the floor. Clasping your hands behind you. This is a great stretch for the whole back of the body. Just don't move your head while you're in this position. You want to keep your neck safe. And then we'll roll slowly down. We're going to take a little fish pose as a counter pose. You can come into the full fish pose or more modified like I'm doing here, just so you can open up the chest and the neck after being compressed in the plow pose. And then it's time for savasana. So get into your most comfortable position. There's nothing left to do. So keep your eyes closed and relax. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. If you'd prefer to sit up in a meditation, you can certainly do that as well. It's whatever you need to do to round out your practice. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Make small movements. Bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. And then rock over to one side for a few breaths. When you're ready, make your way up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands into prayer position. Bow your head in gratitude. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.